YouTube, hello. We are back with more Judgment today. The last chapter ended on truly just a hell of a cliffhanger. And I gots to get to the bottom of it. I gots to. So we're gonna be playing that today. YouTube, please remember to do those things YouTube likes you to do. Remember, you can come hang out with us on Discord. And the next time I see you, we're going to be playing Judgment. Bye, guys. Boy. This game is also just so stylish. It's crazy.
The Tojo clan is struck by Kyurei clan gunfire. Kamurocho's disarray only spreads wider. On the surface, the diagram resembles a Yakuza turf war.
The diaphragm?
But in the shadows are glimpses of a construction firm and political influence.
That wasn't funny.
And in Yagami's own shadow, the mole's sharp claws claim yet another victim.
I don't know how Yagami gets out of this. Like, I really don't. Because the cops, like, you know, we're already in trouble with the police, more or less.
What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Sari-san. I'm just as shocked as you. But I think the mole is responsible.
Have you contacted the police?
No, not yet.
You should do that right away then.
Do you think you could make the call, Sari-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Let's take a good look. Bullet hole. That must be the cause of death, but that's not the mole's usual MO.
What the?
Eyes are gouged out, same as the mole's other victims. What about his phone? It was going off when I called him earlier, so it's definitely on his body. Alright, so I'm gonna call his phone. Listen close to see where it's coming from. Is it in perhaps his pocket? I gotta like dig around.
Hey.
No blood on the floor. That's important. Is that it right there? Alright. Cats, be quiet in the background. Dad's looking for a phone. There it is. Shintani's phone. I should take a closer look. Come on. We gotta do some looking here. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Oh, it's complete. Okay. I like how I yelled cats and then Scully came running into the room and jumped up into my lap. His call history should tell me everything I need to know. Maybe not everything, Yagami. Maybe not everything. Most of these are to Genda's office. All of them except the last number he called. Shintani called it just a few hours before his death. Who is he talking to? So, do we know time of death, Yagami? Oh, I just saw Kuroiwa. Yeah, we're fucking boned. There's no way. There's no way. Hey, Kuroiwa.
We received a call from the Genda Law Office.
Hi, Kuroiwa. I
You got
didn't
here
do it.
fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
Shintani, huh?
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all.
Yep, definitely him, not me.
Perhaps you couldn't stand his newfound fame so you often?
Huh?
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder? Guess that's just how cops like you operate.
Forensics will be here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate.
How long?
You'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
I don't have money for that.
Yet you can afford bribing a cop. Fire-based sources aren't even that reliable.
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
We gonna kiss or what, Kuroiwa? Jeez. I mean,
Yeah,
if we
sorry.
wanted to, I mean,
I had to wait around for the cops to get here. Is Genda-sensei still at the office?
Yes, he wants to talk to you about Shintani. As do I. Hoshino, too.
Okay, I'll head over now.
Yeah, okay.
See you soon.
Like, there's no way, right? There's no way I don't take the fall for this. Like, there's no conceivable universe where Tak is like the guy. They're like, yeah, I guess you didn't do it. Like, there's no way. Ow. There's no way. I find it hard to believe, right? Did I really never upgrade my health? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Let's not think too hard about that. We can get triple finisher. That's great. All right. I'm like, I don't see it, right? I don't see a universe where, like, Tak is like, yeah, I have, because, okay, what would even be our alibi, right? Because, like, we weren't home, but also, like, we were, like, getting into shit. So, like, it's not exactly a good alibi. Like, oh no, I was with Kaito, and we were spying on a Yakuza family. You could definitely take, Kaito can corroborate my alibi. I'm sure you guys feel just fine about that. Are you there? There's something I must tell you. Am I going to jail? Because I feel like I'm going to jail. Me? She's trying to sell me something? Should I hear her out? I don't really want to deal with this, but... Okay, I actually know who this is. This is a dating thing. And I don't know if I want to, like, do the dating stuff. At least now. Like, right now, I'm kind of like, I need to make sure I don't go to jail. It would feel, like, not great of me. That's also why I'm not gonna go do any more of that one sub-story track with the musician, because, like, she is also a dateable lady. And, I don't know if I want to get into all that mess right now. Yeah, these are for dates. I can go up here, though. Report to Gent. I also probably should go report to the Genda office. But, like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to be able to, like, tell them, you know? Like, hey, guys, oh, should I, like, be able to go in there? That's interesting. Hey, fellas, I didn't mean for this to happen, but we go to jail, we run into, Saejima. Whoa! That's pretty sick.
Really, guys?
Just, Yagami and Saejima just hanging out together. I can see it now. Fucking wall. Careful about that shit. Ow. Yes, some stores over here. I hope this isn't another dating one. I mean, we'll probably end up doing some of the dating stuff anyway, but, like, I'm not, like, super into that idea. Partially because the first girl they introduced to us is very young. She was, like, in her teens. And Yagami is at least 35. So, like, oh, no, it's that... That was Tokunaga-san's hat, right? It's loose again. All right, come here. Let me go get the hat. It is Tokunaga-san's hat. Wait! We're gonna have to chase the hat again, huh? Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey, are you okay, man? Ugh, I sprained my ankle. Oh, Yagami-san, don't worry about me. Get my hat, please. Not again. He did give us, like, a bunch of money, if I remember correctly, so that might be worth it to just do this.
Wait a sec.
I hit the wrong button. Great. That was the right button, so I don't know what...
Wait a sec.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna catch you, hat. Huh? What the hell is this? Uh-oh, that's my hat. Give it back. Oh, yeah? Do I have to chase the kid now? What? No, hey, help Yagami-san. Right now I'm chasing a child. This is definitely... You know what? This is something that a person who had a corpse show up in his office... This is definitely what that person should be doing right now. Is chasing down a child in the middle of the street.
Wait a sec. Give it up already.
Sir, were you chasing that child? No. Sir, we watched you chase that child for like 6 city blocks. Oh, you're pretty fast, mister. Yeah, I am. Now give it back. Now, finders keepers, man. You little brat, give it back. Unless you want me to hunt you to the ends of the earth. He's gonna break his ankle again. Holy crap! Huh, kids will be kids, huh, Yagami-san? I'll let this little incident just fly away on the breeze. The goddess of the sun won't smile down on me if I let life's trivial matters bother me, right? And here comes the complete personality shift. You ever considered finding a way to make sure it doesn't blow away, though? Pish posh, Yagami-san. The Lady of the North Wind is a fickle sort, you know. Who am I to try and predict the whimsy of such a woman? Haha. Right. Yagami-san, here. Why won't you take this? Yeah, there you go. No cash money. Oh, what's that? Oh, I do believe the breeze is whispering my name. I feel the muses on the wind. Perhaps I shall compose a poem to accompany this delightful little ditty. We shall meet again. Haha. It's more like a typhoon than a breeze. How many times am I going to chase this dude's hat, or this dude's wig around town? What's this? Is that a shop? Whoa! I like just the random, like, effort noises that you hear sometimes from here. Ah, yes. It is time for my beef bowl. Thank you.
Back to it.
I cannot believe I didn't upgrade my health. Thanks for the meal. I'm glad you enjoyed it, sure. Sure? Thanks for stopping by. Jesus Christ. By the way, have you heard we're adding a new entree? Oh yeah? I can't wait to try it. Please do. I came up with the recipe myself, and I must say it's one of my finest creations. Interesting. Are you the manager by any chance? That's right. Please call me Nasugawa. Got it. I'm Yagami. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Yagami-san. Please come back and try our new entree. I'm sure you'll love it. Yo. Alright, yep.
Bring it on.
I beat Honda. Honda's not an issue anymore. Alright, alright.
Let's go then.
Yo, it's the Judgment Hammer. It's going. We just got possibly framed for murder. And then the first thing we did when we left the office is chase a small child around town. So we look pretty suspicious right now. Yeah, you gotta keep me on my toes. Yeah, no, we basically, we did a bunch, you know, the shenanigans that we got into last stream. And we got home, and one of our, he was like the lawyer guy we weren't really getting along with at the beginning of the game. He was dead in our house, which is, you know, bad because we already did not get along with him, and like that's like a pretty much public record. And then he's dead in our apartment now, or he's dead in our office. So like, uh-oh. It's going, but it's good. It's good. I'm glad to be streaming. I had kind of a, you know, not spectacular morning / afternoon. So getting in, pick up the fucking, okay. So like getting to do some streaming feels nice. I hope your day's going better. More dudes are coming. polymer's left. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, I would have taken the day off. I'd have been like, you know what? This isn't gonna happen.
Really, guys?
I mean, it would have been so loud I can't enjoy anything anyways. I guess that's true. Oh, there's a friend we can make in the sewer. We're gonna have to just, like, I think maybe we're just gonna have a stream where I just focus on, like, building up the friendships. Fills, okay, that charges up the gauge. I should probably buy a lot of these things. Tiger dances with Crane. EX light bullet. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, we gotta go say hi to our boss, our old boss. I'm sure he's got a lot to say to us about the dead body in our apartment.
I know you've had a rough night, Yagami. But if you're up to it, can you tell us what happened to Shintani?
He's dead, sir.
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani. So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet. Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
The others? Do you mean his eyes were...
Gouged out, yeah. But Shintani's beef was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the mole target him?
I'm not so sure. It sounded like he knew something when you talked earlier.
Right.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on! The mole is way bigger than you know.
He probably knew more about the mole than I did. And his source had to have been Hamura. Maybe they killed him to keep their secret safe.
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure. Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail? Maybe both.
Yagami.
Hmm?
You might want to lay low for a bit.
Because you're wanted
It's
for
not
murder.
safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. If the mole comes after you next...
Right. I'll do just that, Genda-sensei.
I'm not gonna do that. Right? We're not doing that.
You know, I watched over Shintani since his first day as a lawyer. Kid had a good head on his shoulders, and a knack for the job I could never compete with. But he didn't have the guts to succeed when push came to shove. Not the most persistent lawyer I've seen. Even so, he looked up to me. Guess I took it for granted. Thought he'd always be part of the team.
When I first joined, Shintani-sensei was the one who showed me the ropes. He was a reliable man.
Thanks for this, Yagami. Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here tonight, Yagami.
I appreciate
Is
it.
this a safe place, though?
What about you, Hoshino-kun?
I think I'll work a little more before I head home.
If you say so. Good night.
Good night, boss.
rest up, or...
Are you going out?
Yeah.
There's something I need to talk to you about. It can wait.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later. Hold up. I just want to look and see if there's something I could do. I'll talk to you, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry. Dodge roll. I mean, I probably want that, right? Though I do think, yeah, this is probably this. Because that unlocks new stuff, right? Escape counter. I want that. Alright. I don't see any other... Yeah, these are just the dating things. I can't... Oh, and I can't go back to my... I was going to see if there's like a case file we could do or something, but I just realized I can't go back to my office to find out about that.
Make yourself at home, Yagami-san. I'll leave you the key. You've been here way longer anyway. You deserve it more than me.
Thanks.
Yagami-san, do you have a minute?
Yeah, what did you want to talk about?
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's about Shintani-sensei. Yagami-san, I know you just told Genda-sensei you're gonna lay low, but that's not true, is it? You want to keep hunting down this killer.
No.
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei. But in return... I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down. I promise.
Looking to avenge Shintani, huh?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now look how it turned out. I was sitting right next to him this whole time. Yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of lawyer I want to be. Criminal? Civil? Not the slightest idea. But I know one thing. I don't want to be the kind of lawyer who sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
You sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low.
Boy, you are like
You're
a little
seen
baby
helping me.
boy.
Don't worry
I don't
about
know
that.
if this is a good
I'll
idea.
defend myself in court if I need to. Now, Yagami-san, do you mind if I tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah, you got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be working with you.
Well, let's get down to business. First off, I want to know what Shintani was doing before he died. And I have some evidence that may tell us just that.
Alright, I should have something that hints at what Shintani was doing before he died. Yeah.
Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right, that makes sense. It's a good thing the killer forgot to take Shintani's phone, huh? This way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from his provider.
Really? I had no idea.
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of hiding it in my office of all places. Probably wanted to cause as much chaos as possible, you know?
Hey, the number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the, Advanced Drug Development Center?
Oh.
What the hell?
What, do you know it?
3 years ago, there was a pretty famous murder there. The patient was killed, and their body dumped in the mountains. And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Oh, that was the case I worked on.
Okubo. Wait, he was your client. wasn't he?
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center. Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court and won. But then he got free and...
You can stop there.
Yeah, we don't need to keep talking about that.
But why would Shintani-sensei have called the ADDC? Who would he even talk to?
I bet we'll find out if we give them a ring. But it's getting late.
Whew.
You should go home. We both need some shut-eye, yeah?
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow.
Maybe talk about
Where do you
eyes
wanna meet?
less, Yagami.
Oh, right. We want to keep this a secret from Genda-sensei after all. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park Boulevard. That should work for now.
Okay. I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'll see you.
All right, new info has been added to the case file. Evidence updated for the Masamichi Shintani murder, the Koichi Waku murder. Interesting. Okay, cool. So this is the original case that we were trying. And Okubo is the guy that was the murderer that we got off, essentially. So is what happened with Okubo, is it part of it? That's interesting. I told Hoshino I'd meet him at Charles today. I guess it's time to head over. Charles. Whoa! Aw, come on. No, I jumped out the window on purpose. Why don't I get the... What's that old man doing lying on the ground? Is he okay? Okay, what if I go do something else? Rescue the old man. All right.
Excuse me.
Hey, are you all right? Need mugwort. Mugwort? There should be some growing just behind that fence, but can you grab it for me? Yeah, okay. Oh, do we have like medicine crafting now too?
Excuse me.
You mean this? Yes. Now can you place that mugwort into the gourd right there? Just stuff it in, close the lid, and shake it. Yeah, alright. I love... That might be my favorite, like, stock sound effect that they use in these games. They had one guy record that, like, 10 years ago. And, like, they just use it all the time. And it was, like, it gives me a happy feeling. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, old-timer. What was in that drink just now? Oh, we're learning about extracts now. All right, I call this an extract. I got a bunch of those from, like, the beginning of the game when I got all my, like, bonuses. An extract of what? Technically speaking, this is a medicinal decoction, but extract rolls much easier off the tongue, does it not? Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Iyama. I make and market my own extracts right here in Kamurocho. That's why people call me the Hermit of the Dragon's Palace.
This is Yagami.
Huh. People just call me Yagami. What's this Dragon's Palace thing about? You know that abandoned building in the hotel district? That's the Dragon's Palace. My pharmacy's on the 4th floor. Oh, pharmacy. So that mugwort was one of your ingredients? Yes, I came here to gather ingredients for an extract I'm making, but I got winded and ended up taking a nasty fall. I'm glad you were around. Wow, that didn't feel it at all. Otherwise, I might not have made it. I just met a man who's apparently a hermit that makes drugs in an abandoned building. That's not strange at all. Well, if it isn't Yagami, ready to die, punk? The K-Head gang, of course. Hey, get your ass over here. Whoa, where'd they find this freak in nature? Now, go get Yagami and break him.
You asked for it.
I'm not worried. I think I'll be okay. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Hold on. Let me switch to my... Hey, you go over there. Failed? What's with this guy? It's like he's invincible. You have a fraction of his strength. So I gotta do it again? I was doing great. It seems you've gotten yourself into quite the pickle, Yagami-san. Yama-san, you shouldn't be here right now. Hold your horses. I want to at least pay you back for your help earlier, so I brought you a little something. What is that? One of my miraculous homebrewed extracts, of course. Once you drink it, well, you'll find out soon enough. All right. So, drink the extract, right? I have so many extracts, though. Instant kill. I'll just use this on the last boss. Yeah, what do you mean? I'm... Go away. Alright, handle that. Switch. Miss. Nope. I don't think I needed the extract, if I'm 100% honest. Nope. I think I'm most doing okay without it. Whoa! Monkey flip. That wasn't too bad. I don't think I needed the extract, but that's okay. What the shit? So, this is the power of your extract. How was that? Pretty darn effective, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I had no idea it would be this potent. And as thanks for saving me, I'll give you the key to the Dragon's Palace. Feel free to come by whenever you want. Oh, thanks. There's a nice casino and gambling hall, so swing on by if you're looking to get away for a while. Okay.
Excuse
my
me.
back. Okay, I give you a lift back to the Dragon Palace. All right. So we're going over there anyway. Whoa, what's all this? Why don't you have a seat? Is this some kind of stew? Ugh, it totally reeks. What the hell did he put in here? Curious about my hot pot, are you? Well, this would be the liquid base of our extract. In the weird stew? Correct, that stew contains a special broth that, when mixed with the right ingredients, turns into extract. These extracts are specifically concocted to draw out the essence of each ingredient and transfer that power into the body. Okay, like when I drank it during that fight? Indeed, now listen close. Extracts can have a variety of different effects depending on the one you make. See how there are many different types of extracts here? Each one requires a different set of ingredients. Find ingredients by looking around the city. Okay, cool. Looks like it's about ready. Alright. Extract recipe. got my gourd. Aaron's, I'd like you to run. I'm trying to develop. Okay, so this is cool. All right. Yeah, this is so what's on the third floor? Isn't like this is where Kamaki is, right? The Kamaki dojo. I wonder if he's still there. If he's still around. All right, this is for fucking was this Hanafuda or Shogi? No thanks. You're not gonna get me to learn a whole ass new game. You gotta learn how to play this game. Alright, so okay, fourth floor is where... I feel like that is my, like, you ain't getting me to a second location, sister. Like, that's like... Alright, so that's probably... okay. Didn't this used to be like a... It was like a casino, not a... This feels a lot less spectacular. So we get a play pass. Bontan. What is that? Oh, okay. So if we want to, like, make... Okay. I see. I bet, like, I can use the luck extract for this. I bet you can get real fucky with, like, some of the, like, the extracts then in this. I wonder, like, how many effects you can have stack up. Or if there are some that are, like, multiple effect items. Alright, anyway. Now I can pick up more junk off the ground. Alright, so we know about these. I can't go back to my office. How was your date? Not bad. We're going by pretty quickly, which is nice. I haven't seen many. All right. There's always like a moment when I'm playing one of these games where I'm like, I realize just how much stuff I'm gonna have to do.
Guess we're doing this.
Did I just kick a motorcycle at me? That guy needs to be stopped. He's crazy.
And stay down.
Kick a whole motorcycle at a person. I do wish Mr. Try and Hit Me was in this game. I do feel like Yagami probably would be how quick he is, and like they probably were like, oh, I think the player would be able to catch him a lot faster than like Kiryu could. Oh. You ready for this shit? This guy's spinning over here. Really? Please block attacks. You can't make me do it. You can't make me, and I refuse. What is the lips? Hold on, what? Materials. I'll do the trick for the thumb turn pass. Okay, I need to sell some of this shit too. We got play passes. Master frame blueprints. Ooh. Prize medal. That's stretchy rubber. Okay. Where are we now? Are we close? Millennium Tower's like over here, right? Yeah. I want to do a drone race. I need to heal a bit.
What a waste.
What a waste. Oh, and I made $8 grand. Look at that. Now we've got a bunch of... I picked up a bunch of material. I want to upgrade the drone and maybe do a quick drone race. Now that I know that, like, I'm not just immediately going to get hauled off to the station. I would like to maybe upgrade the drone just a scooch. There's no other parts on the ground in here. Sick. Alright. Well, I could make... I don't have the dragon paint. I have no paint. I have lots of stuff and no paint. Oh, this one's pretty good. The H2. Yeah, we can do that. Don't have the materials for that. I thought we've picked up so much stuff. I thought I could have built more. It's fine. Eventually the drone is going to be too good. And we're just going to win races like crazy. Oh, no, I said I wanted to do a race. I'm going to do a race. I don't know where my head is at today. Hello, ma'am. They can't stop my pigeon. It's alright, I just forgot how to control it for a second. We're fine. look how fast I am now.
Hit it.
Bye.
Turbo time.
Nah, you don't get to be in front of me. Sorry, dude. I'm the greatest pigeon racer of all time. Yeah, no way.
Hit it.
First place. Yeah, he looks so happy. Oh, he's so happy.
Yes.
My pigeon!
Let's race.
That guy in first place got a lot of giddy up right out the gate with his drone.
Hit it.
I think it's like what, the third race is when we start going inside the buildings and stuff.
Turbo time.
Pigeon racer. They can't even touch me right now.
Hit it.
They got nothing. They got nothing.
Turbo time.
I missed that one. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Hit it. Turbo time.
Yeah, I'm very far ahead.
Hit it.
First place again. The absolute mad lad.
All right. Yes.
All right, so this is the one that goes inside the building. It goes inside Millennium Tower.
Let's race.
Ow.
Turbo time.
Oh, there's the health items start showing up.
Hit it.
Should do this now and get ahead before we go inside the building so I don't crash and burn here. Alright, and then it's just like that, down. Oh shit! I didn't hit nothing. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't hit anything. Uh-oh.
Hit it.
Man, I'm getting overconfident. You just know that this next pass, I'm gonna fuck it up. That's just like how I operate. I'm gonna save our boost for the right here when I'm about to hit a wall.
Hit it.
Yeah. See, look at that. I bonked my head almost immediately. Something must have happened back there. Because they're pretty far back.
Turbo time. Hit it.
Hit it on this. Relative straightaway. We're not going to lose a lot of speed. And I think we'll go bop, bop. I'm going to grab health, actually. It's very important that we... Oh, no. Yep, there it is.
Turbo time.
Boost, please. So I did good on the first lap, and then I got in my head. I got in my head about it.
All right. Yes.
Yes. All right, 2 more races, and then we'll go back to the story. I want to try and win this Grand Prix, because last time, I think we got 2nd overall. I think our lead is good enough now, where, like, we can kind of goof up these last couple races, but
Turbo time.
out. Salarymen, why?
Hit it.
Oh no. Ooh.
Turbo time.
Alright, let's grab health.
Hit it.
That might be a smarter move.
Turbo time.
I find it unlikely that a business would be like, oh yeah, why don't you go ahead and fly your drone through my lobby?
Hit it.
You know, like, I feel like that would be a hard sell for most businesses. If you're like, hi, I have a drone racing league, and I thought it would be really cool if our racers just buzzed your lobby like 3 or 4 times this week, like this morning. Oh, fuck. I didn't turn. Oh, no. What was I doing? What was I thinking?
Hit it.
Absolutely lost in the sauce there. Sorry, we can catch up. We've been kind of dominating the last few races, so like if we get second or third on this one, I don't think it'll hurt our shot of winning the whole thing, but
Turbo time.
if I hadn't done that, if I hadn't goofed up and flown straight.
All right.
All right, what's the point standing look like? Do I have to win this next one? I think I do. So I think if I have to get at least second this race.
Turbo time.
Ooh, big jumble. Big jumble inside the building. Oh boy. There's a huge drone collision inside the Millennium Tower. Oh boy. My health is fine, but I'll just grab that anyway.
Hit it.
Oh boy, I'm kind of killing it right now, but I need to pay attention. For my, my hubris and all. I'm not that far ahead. I'm pretty far ahead, but I'm not far enough ahead where I can, like,
Turbo time.
Slack off a lot here. Let's just take this turn kind of wide.
Hit it.
I feel like the first time we did the drone races, the drones could, like, attack me. Like, somebody, like, shot stuff behind them. I wonder if you can, like, if that's, like, a mod you can get at some point.
Turbo time.
Oh, boy. I think it's cool. This mode is neat because it's cool that they, like,
Hit it.
repurposed the Kamurocho map for this. Well, not like repurposed because, like, it already had a purpose. Like, it was currently being used in the game for things But like,
Turbo time.
like being like, well, we've got this map. It's really nicely rendered. I wonder if like you could do like a race through town. Because we have this drone mechanic, we could do drone races.
Hit it.
Alright, so I think I won. Feel pretty good about winning. Unless something silly happens, which, you know, that happens in these games.
Turbo time.
Any kind of racing game, these things can happen. Rubber banding exists. We'll just,
Hit it.
oh my god. Oh, what if that had lost me the race? What if me bonking my head had lost me the race? I would have had to like punch the drywall, I think. I think I would have had to punch the drywall. Ooh, and new parts now that I can't afford or make. Oh, there's... Now I have a friend in here? Wait, who's my... Oh, is that my bud?
What?
Hey, do you have a minute? Oh, were you talking to me? Yeah, I'm Sebastian Hutton, also known as the world champion of drone racing.
Huh?
Whoa, the world champ, huh? What brings you to Kamurocho? Why, my sweet honey pie, of course, she lives here. Sweet hun... Oh, you mean your girlfriend? She's Japanese? Yep, thanks to her, I'm fluent in the language now. I see. So did you have some business with me, or... Well, I heard they were holding a great big drone race here in Kamurocho, so I came to check it out. Every racer I've seen so far is nothing short of incredible, particularly yourself. Something we could talk for a bit. You mind if I got your name? Oh, sure, I'm Takayuki Yagami. Takayuki Yagami. Okay, I'm gonna call you Taka. Taka, you're practically a demon at drone racing. Thanks, that means a lot coming from the world champion. But I must say, your parts aren't really that good. You should consider upgrading. Is that right? I mean, you are the world champ, so it makes perfect sense my parts would pale in comparison. I'll give you the inside scoop on how to build the best machine possible. I'm talking the parts I use. Oh, you do that? Of course, a superb racer like you should use a machine that matches his skill. Wow, I'll be using a world-class drone, personally recommended by the world champ himself. However, I'll help you on one condition. I've devised a test to see if you're worthy of using my build. Okay, there's build codes all over the city. Okay, cool. So we use the drone. Sick. Okay. That's cool. More things to scan with the drone then. More things for me to look up on the internet later. All right, let's get out of here. Huh? Who's this from? Yagami-san, come quick. One of my friends got hurt really bad by a Keihin gang leader who said he was looking for you. Alright. Alright, I gotta go find the Keihin gang now. Gosh, it's like I have no time to solve this murder with the drone racing and the Keihin. Alright, where is he on the... Oh my god. A bunch of them on the map. I bet I can take all these guys out. Whoa! Alright, so I can go... I can just... Yeah, I'll just shoot these guys. Okay. Oh! Jesus Christ. Alright, you guys weren't even anything.
And stay down.
That last kick is so unnecessary.
What a waste.
John! Hello, my friend. Alright, I fought this guy already. So I'm gonna go to the other one. Ooh, wait, purple. I was just telling chat that we should play Peak soon. I really enjoyed it last time we played it.
Really, guys?
Also, I don't know what you were planning for Friday for Rivals stuff, but I'm gonna be streaming on Friday. So if you wanna look at the new content with a friend, we can play Rivals on Friday. Oh, this guy. Just grab this cinder block. I might not be able to play. I hope to watch at the very least. I want to see the new changes. For sure, yeah. I'm just gonna keep Tiger dropping this guy. Does he use... Is he fighting like Kuze? This feels like Kuze. He's using a lot of moves Kuze used.
What a waste.
Alright, we're here. Don't push me, you shithead. Well, if it isn't Kasai himself, you actually caught the guy.
Yagami!
Yep. Do you mind explaining what the hell we're doing here, Yagami? Not at all. You owe Turtle Financing 800 grand, remember? This gentleman here got so tired of waiting, he asked me to collect it for him. Even turtles can't wait forever. What's yours, lapdog now? How pathetic. Kasai, we already know you have the money. I'm surprised you haven't blown it at every high-end soap land in town by now. Then you got me figured out, huh? Well, what if I said, fuck it, to paying back the money? Oh, so that's how it's gonna be. I guess we'll need to pay a very special visit to a very special place. Wait, where do you think you're taking me? The courtroom, of course. Oh, wait, you didn't know I was a certified lawyer? Here, check out this badge. Hot shit, right?
Huh?
You're actually a goddamn lawyer? Jeez, what don't you do? Apparently a lot less than you. Debt evasion's probably just the tip of the iceberg for a leader of the Kahan gang.
What?
Huh? You heard me. With a record like yours, you'll be out of the courtroom and behind bars so fast, it'll make your head spin. No, wait, don't do this to me. All I need to do is pay, right?
Yagami-san.
Wow, Yagami-san, you had him practically begging for mercy there. That alone is almost worth paying for. Best friends! They've been getting on my nerves as it is. You didn't need to give me anything. Well, I just wanted to show my appreciation, so take it anyway. In that case, I'll take you up on your offer. This is all the money they owe you, right? Yes, sir. You really handled your business out there. Next time you're short on cash, come talk to Kamaguchi and I'll lend you whatever you need. My interest rates are low and you can pay me back real slow. That's why they call me the Turtle Man. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Sort of. However, when it comes time to collect, I tend to get aggressive. Guess I'm more like a snapping turtle. Well, in that case, I'll make sure not to borrow anything in the first place. Hey, take it from me. You're better off not getting into debt in the first place. However, what I might need your help with is gathering information. You seem like you know your way around town. I could use a reference like you for some of the cases I handle. Well, sure. Just let me know the particulars, and I'll see what I can do. I can get you the rest of I can get the rest of the staff to help out too. Thanks. You'll be doing me a solid there. Okay, cool. So he maybe he can help me with stuff. Oh, you're Yagami, aren't you? The guy who helped our CEO? Yeah, I work with Kamaguchi-san. All right, that would mean you're the one who lured out all the Keihin leaders and beat the living daylights out of them. Wow, he must be pretty tough. Not that much, actually. But I wanted to speak with you, Yagami-san. Would you care to join me for some tea? Well, sure, why not? Somehow I ended up spending like half the day here. I just got a bunch of... What is all these tips? I'm gonna try and play. We need to have this. Need to have the squad together to get owned by the sweats. But what if we were the sweats? I know for sure. Like, I think what I want to do is do a couple games and then maybe like do customs or something afterward. So. Whoa! I need to try out the new and improved Wolverine, because he needed buffs, you guys. Wolverine needed that buff so bad. I'm so happy he's gonna have it now. My poor little man. My poor little man needed that buff.
Not a wise choice. And stay down.
I guess I should go fight that other guy. I mean, I know I don't need to, because I've already done, like, the sub-story with him, but I wonder if, like, I need to beat them both for this, like, threat level thing to peter out. Nope, nope. Run up to the guy. We don't want to fight these guys. Alright. The primary damage roll is nasty. I'm scared of Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna be... Why are we facing that way, Yagami? Yeah, I have concerns about Phoenix. Ow! Jesus Christ. Mortal damage? Ow! Did he just beat me? Fuck. Alright, I need to, like, just run away from him when he does that move. That means I have to go buy more medical kits, don't I? Alright. Oh wait, they don't sell those. I have to buy them from the doctor, right? That's at the park over here. Good thing I made a bunch of money. Oh.
Out of the way.
lurk while I cook. Hey, bud. Yeah, for sure. We love a lurk. He's dead. Okay. Yeah, Phoenix is gonna be really nasty. Right, the power creep is coming. Like, that's really it. The thing I've been thinking about is, so Phoenix has like that chain reaction stuff. Like, if you have like a Phoenix and a Moon Knight, choke points are gonna be an absolute fucking nightmare.
No more. What's up? Excuse me.
You used to be part of the medical university. What was that like? It's a long time ago. Thinking back on it now, I can't believe I got all swept up in that bullshit. All I ever thought about was how to get tenured, even at the cost of the people around me. I couldn't trust anyone. After I left the hospital and ended up on the streets, these folks were the only ones who showed me any kind of dignity. They've been taking care of me ever since. Wow, I had no idea. Moriboshi-sensei, help, we need a doctor. What's wrong, Hamanaka-san? It's Kondo-san. He got into an accident. What? We're bringing him here right now, so can you take a look? I'm on it. I kind of need to buy first aid kits. Ugh. I've done everything I can, but we don't have enough blood for a proper transfusion. Yagami-san, Hamanaka-san, I have a favor to ask. Sure thing. We're just doing a blood transfusion down here in the sewers, by the way. What is it, Moriboshi-sensei? Need people who can donate typo blood to Kondo-san. Several of them. Alright, I'll ask her in the homeless community. Yagami-san? Yeah. We take care of Public Park 3. Okay. Cool. Can I buy... Oh, cool. I got another present. Thanks. Those eyes, they're deeper than the Kamurocho sewers, yet brighter than a trash can bonfire. Just who are you anyway? I'm Yagami. Can I help you with something? Depends. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Morio Onodera. Wait. Morio? I tell you, buddy, when you spend as much time below the pipes as me... Should I do a different voice for him? Dealing in such odds and ends is what I do for a living. You got anything worth looking at? How about a talisman that boosts your luck at the casino? And that's just for starters. Why would anyone... He's Mario. He's talking about pipes. Call it the coin. Yeah, he's talking about coins and pipes. Pay with SP at Onodera's Wares. Located in the sewers, Onodera's Wares allows you to trade SP for items. Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. All right. So what do they do? Oh, the shogi book. The good cat food. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's dressed as like, yeah, that's Mario. He's just Mario. He's Yakuza Mario. Alright, I gotta go to Public Park 3 now. Also, Yagami is strong as fuck. Saejima needed to be, Saejima was the one who had to pull the manhole covers off. It's kind of wild. So which one is Public Park 3 is like down here, right? Yeah, that's here. Okay. Oh, you guys can't catch me. You can't catch me. All right, who has type O blood? Huh? What's this all of a sudden? This guy named Kondo-san got into an accident and he needs a blood transfusion. Fast! What do you say? Konchan's hurt? Are you serious? Yeah, so please, is there anyone with type O blood? I'm type O. Great, now would you please come with me right away? Sure, anything for Konchan. Alright, that should do it. That was a close one. Muraboshi-sensei, thank you so much. Haha! Man, I'm so happy right now. Thanks again, Yagami-san. Sorry to put you out like that. Yay, another friend, and our reputation went up. No trouble at all. Well, I need to thank you somehow. If you find yourself injured, I'll treat you anytime. Stop by whenever medicine alone won't do the trick. You're welcome here anytime. I do have to charge you, of course. Sounds like just what the doctor ordered. Well, indeed, I'll see you around. Can I buy stuff now? We did find out what the lady's job was. She's I was right. She's a professional gambler. Which, like, it feels a little obvious now because I think I was saying that, like, her whole thing was she kept using, like, you know, gambling terms in conversation. And I was like, well, they've written her to kind of sound like a professional gambler, so probably not outside of the realm of possibility. What happened with your entree? I lost the recipe. Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 I'll figure it out. I thought you would let me eat a beef bowl, but apparently I have to go on a quest now. Yagami, the route I took today was... I like his icon, the little dog. Tenkaichi Street at the animator right. Stop by M Side Cafe. Okay. I'm glad he wrote that down, because I'm not going to remember it when I go to do this later. Ooh. Parkour. I should go this way. I don't know what I'm picking up with the lips on it. Alright, hi boys. Ow. Stop it. That's my landlady's right there. Help me. Landlady, help. I'm focused on the wrong guy. Stop it.
And stay down.
Oh. I think that one was new. I definitely don't have that one. Just a quick little gachapon. All right. What's up, fellas?
Sugira.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
I wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt.
Huh?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
Well, I'll call this meeting to order.
Sure, I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible. And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I don't get it. What's the connection between Shintani and the ADDC?
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9.
Oh.
This was right after Director Kaito from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Now with
The man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kaito, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting it, though. Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
I just have to figure out who he called. Why?
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is...
This is no one suspicious.
This is Masamichi Shintani. I'm a lawyer from the Genda Law Office.
No, it's good to hear from you, Shintani.
Oh, we got a thumbs up. All right,
Could
that's a
you
good
put
one.
me through to the same person I spoke to yesterday?
Do you know the extension you wish to reach?
Oh, it sort of slipped my mind. Sorry. Can you maybe look into the transfer history?
Why don't you just tell me what the call was about, and I'll connect you to the proper department.
Shit.
Oh, in that case... It was about 89, the drug that can supposedly cure dementia.
Sorry, but I'm not authorized to talk about that. Why don't I connect you with our publicity department?
Sure.
Please hold, sir.
Doesn't sound like you're making much progress.
That wasn't it.
Thank you for waiting.
Yes?
It seems our publicity department never received a call from a Shintani-sama.
I see. Thank you anyway.
That would make sense, though.
No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay, me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
Sure you
By the
are.
way, Yagami-san, whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention center. Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Have you ever gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No. Why would I? Why do you ask anyway?
I don't know. I was wondering what he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know.
That's not suspicious either.
I was also wondering what you thought about the case. And did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked. And killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
I did. Okubo-san asked me to after he murdered Emi-chan in cold blood.
Yeah.
Did you believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the questions, Sugiura.
Whoa, my bad. Was that too far?
Maybe.
Nah.
If you say so.
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard.
I thought I made the right choice with the phone call. I imagine anything I would have said wouldn't have worked out the way that I would have wanted it to. Like, I'm pretty sure if I'd have been like, the murders, they would have been like, goodbye, and hung up. Because, like, why would you accept that phone call? You're making salmon and bean salad. Ooh. Use pickle juice for the dressing. That sounds actually kind of tasty. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't know if Yagami should go to the ADDC, though. I feel like that's pretty... I feel like that's making a big risk. Quick starter.
Over here, Yagami-san. I have a taxi for us.
Okay. Let's go.
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead! Yagami-san!
I don't know if I need you, Hoshino, but thank you.
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Uh-oh.
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just...
I'm just having a little psychotic
after
break.
3
It's fine.
years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
Can I fly my drone? I can't fly the drone in here.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't provide such private information.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kaito instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Oh. Baby. Baby Yagami.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Ryusuke Kaito, director of the ADDC.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which Minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you.
Oh no, that's the victim, isn't
These
it?
gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
well, With that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Dude, not the
Can
time.
we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Shintani, you're fucking gross. Like, you're dead and that's sad, but like... This is disgusting, you hitting on this woman.
Right this way, please. Straight
Here-
ahead is the ADDC's
A
general
man
ward.
died, Shintani.
Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor. This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
It's weird that it's right down the hall from where the man died.
I suppose
Suspicious.
because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Let me embarrass ourselves some more by hitting on this woman.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Oh, I'm doing it, huh?
Hey.
Alright, Terasawa-san, a nurse at the hospital. Doesn't look too happy. Probably because Shintani-sensei has been a creep since he laid eyes on her. Maybe she's always this tense. There's a cat somewhere. Is there a window? Yep. Let's find the cat.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like it's like over here on this side.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, I think I see it. No. That's right. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've definitely missed at least one cat. So, like, if I was trying to get the achievement or whatever, like... What am I looking for, even?
Uh-huh.
Shintani did it. Masabichi Shintani, self-proclaimed king of the Genda Law Office, 40 years old, single, and looking. Hobbies include leering and being condescending. Alright, they want me to look at the bed.
Suspicious.
One last attempt at cat finding. Man, if you guys could see my face right now, I am like full shrimp posture, hunched over. There it is. I see it.
What the?
Oh, look, a cat.
Hey, has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody. No.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Working on that assumption, how is his body carried outside? Should look closer. Oh, I've been looking out the window. That's lucky. I feel like I need to, like, stand back a minute here. There we go.
The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. What the? All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so.
Oh, right. I need to actually step outside. Got it. My mistake.
You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san?
Gross.
What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
Sure it was.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Of course that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Might as well.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo.
Yep, Okubo.
It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
And you are
Actually,
such a
yeah,
dick.
You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
You can't say for sure that the guy who dumped the body actually committed the murder. If I budge on that, I'd be admitting that Okubo-kun did it before the trial even started.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
This flashback is interesting.
Follow me.
There's me. I don't know why. I'm like looking around for pickups. There's not going to be pickups. This is a flashback. I'm not going to find like drone parts on the ground in a hospital and they magically appear in my pocket 3 years later.
Hey, Yagami. You're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction. Your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have. Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. Would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh,
You don't even know. He knows nothing.
The truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
There was evidence that the body was in Okubo's truck.
What am I looking for here? Don't go that way. Oh, maybe I should talk to,
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Sure, let's see what the great Shintani-sensei has to say.
What we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
Yeah, you do that.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Here I am again, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary, though.
The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared.
Are you finished?
No.
Hold on, I want to look at the last thing here. You can't see him from the hallway.
Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san. Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And how did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Dude.
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
Shinpei Okubo.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward at the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room.
Oh.
I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
It's going to be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial. Yep.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet or...
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Welcome back. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Sensei.
I was in it. I was in the cutscene.
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come along.
Yeah, don't bring Shintani. He sucks.
I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, Yagami, did you get them together too? And then she died? That's terrible. Oh, no.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's got to learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
Oh.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
Cool, anyway. Oh, I can't leave. What do you want me to do? Why set up another... This is a flashback, yeah.
Mafia Kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Just punched my microphone,
Either way,
sorry.
Guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
Because I was like,
That's the
what?
plan.
Yeah.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
What should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo innocent? I don't like that it says fluids. I feel like this is important.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but
He pulled a stun gun.
pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey! Wait up!
Yeah, jump out the window. Hell yeah. Pay me back for not letting me jump out the window earlier. Is this,
You won't get away!
This is the girl, right? This is Emmy.
Hold up!
We love chases in this game. We do a lot of these chases.
You won't get away!
Why did I do that? Oh, well, alright. Wrong button. Ow.
Hold up!
They took the elevator? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Emmy.
A woman?
A woman?
Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth! Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
But I'm not a groper. She stun gunned my coworker. Oh, a stun gun. Ha. Me. You too. Me. 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 Beat. Okay, now what?
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Just me.
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming.
He sure did.
Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
This wet dog-looking motherfucker? Pretty much your run-of-the-mill researcher,
Yes.
yeah.
He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
Researcher at the ADDC, Yoji Shono, wet dog boy.
And what time was that?
Oh, it's this fucker too.
7:50?
You're sure?
Yes, the patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
You're about to get objectioned.
And this is the room you're referring to,
Objection!
yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Kid, look how sus
Around
he looks.
7:50.
No further questions. Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Here's my chance for a comeback. They look like
Terasawa,
Sims in the back.
You were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
She's
Our
being
witness,
mean to
Shono-san,
me.
claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony.
Alright, Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have evidence to prove that. It is right there.
Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
The evidence points to this fact.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible
This
to
dude
tell
sucks.
anything just by
I'm sure
looking
he
in from
sucks
the
even
hallway.
more than
There
we
was
could
actually one
possibly
time a while
imagine
back
now.
Where we thought he was under the covers.
But
only to
like
find
looking at
Waku-san
him, he's
eating
like,
in the break
oh
room
no.
a second later. And upon re-examining the room,
Oh,
we realized that we had
no.
mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin.
And that's why Okubo-kun was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Waku-san.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited
He's so
until the
mad.
morning
You can
to
see it on
plant the
his
body in
face
the
too.
defendant's
They do
trunk.
it. The facial
In
capture
other
is really
words,
good in this
the
game.
defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination.
So really, Shono is why Okubo got off.
Shono-san.
Yes?
Yeah, let's see how Shono responds with that evidence and Terasawa-san's testimony out in the
I'll
open.
get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Aha.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The prosecution's argument has fallen apart. Now it's time to go in for the
charges
kill.
against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest then that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC.
Just went and sat down.
Day
Okay,
after day,
you're monologuing.
Dr.
I'll sit.
Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Uh-oh, he's gonna bring up Okubo's record.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Uh-oh.
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person.
Uh-oh.
And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia.
You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do this.
So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating.
Okay, but that's gonna...
Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing.
Oh no, and she gets murdered. Her doing this is why she got murdered.
But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Because like she gets murdered and they say that Okubo did it.
Wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release,
Yeah, and then
everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence,
Major T, yeah.
died by the man's own hand.
You're right. You've been standing there not moving for a long time. All right, back in the present now.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kaito-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Look how far away Shono is standing from me. That's like, that's sus. That's so suspicious.
Yes, I see.
To me.
Yes.
He's like wearing a t-shirt that says I'm a bad guy.
It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Like, he wouldn't make eye contact with me.
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Why would Shintani call Shono?
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Look, Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes complete strangers pretend to be close friends,
so do we think the guy in jail is a murderer? No, we think he's innocent.
Fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place
But
in
everybody's
Kamurocho, Dr.
kind of
Kaito? 3 Yakuza,
given up
each
on
one
him.
with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa.
Ah,
Police,
this
organized
fucker.
crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Hmm?
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
All right. Chapter 6.
The mole's latest victim was the lawyer, Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface. A patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the suspect, Shinpei Okubo, and got an acquittal. But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen knife and burned the remains.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino, an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's your call,
Never mind then.
Yagami-san.
See ya.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
I can come up with a few good ones.
Enough! Get the hell out of my office.
You'll regret this, Yagami.
Kuroiwa-san.
You two, out.
Before we go, can we speak to Shono-san for a sec? We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem.
Something's going
We'll
on
let you get
here.
back to work.
Shintani figured something out, I think. He's a dick, but he's good at his job. Like they say
This
that
is really
repeatedly.
getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But what I'm more interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's a good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not talking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
Alright, my guess is that I think Shono called the cops.
Can I help you?
when we showed
Actually,
up.
I've already been here. I was just with Director Kaito, remember?
Oh, of course. Did you forget something, sir?
Well, not exactly. I'd actually like to speak to Shono-san, the 89 researcher. Where would I be able to find him?
Let me see. That should be the research wing. I believe he's in the protein abnormalities lab.
Probably need a gold keycard to get in there, huh?
That's correct, sir. I should be able to lend you one with the director's approval, though. Just give me a moment to ask. Could you tell me your name, sir?
Actually, never mind. Kaito-san seemed pretty busy earlier. I'll try back later.
Are you sure, sir?
Good call. There's no chance Kaito-san would let us in.
Yeah.
At least now we know where Shono is.
Yeah.
Research wing. I'm gonna
Wonder if
break
there's
in,
a
aren't
map
I?
around here somewhere.
Better put on a disguise.
Suspicious. Suspicious. This goes over to the hospital. I think Waku-san was up on the 4th floor. This leads to the research wing.
The receptionist said he would be in the protein abnormalities lab, right? Huh. Well, I guess that's not on this map.
Hey. Suspicious. Some kind of security gate, huh? The research wing must be just past there. Hey. Hey. Director Kaito's office. We were just in there.
Gotta be thorough.
Suspicious. This is where we are.
Plus, we get points when we're thorough. I think I'm gonna have to put a disguise
excuse
on.
me.
Yes, ma'am?
This is one of Shono-san's researchers. She was just about to return to the lab.
Oh?
My name's Hashimoto. I can show you into Dr. Shono's lab if you'd like.
Yeah, let's
Are you
do
sure?
it.
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Hashimoto-san just happened to be passing through.
Thank you.
Right this way.
So now, okay, so now, gang, if Hashimoto
I
turns
really
up,
appreciate this, Hashimoto-san. I'm Yagami.
And I'm Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad to help a guest of Director Kaito's. This place is so massive, you practically need a tour guide to get around. I hope you're okay with walking.
Oh.
I think if Hashimoto turns
So,
up
Hashimoto-san, what
dead,
kind of work do you yourself do
it's
here?
definitely
I'm part
like
of the team
Kaito
developing
and
89.
Shono
Dr. Shono
involved
is the
in
head of
something.
that team, but I'm pretty new around here.
Speaking of, what exactly does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
Oh, that was surprisingly easy.
It'll be the first dementia-curing drug on the market, right? Seems like it's really getting fast-tracked because of that. But there's a lot riding on this one, right? It could finally cure Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. Do you know how many dementia patients there are in Japan alone?
A couple 100,000 at least. Maybe even in the millions?
Right. As of 2012, there were 4.62 million.
That many?
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million. Potentially up to 13 million, including at-risk patients. That's 1 in every 9 people.
Yikes.
However, as a nation, we're already at capacity in caring for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own homes. Worldwide, it's estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, AD9 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I gotta say, this is making me feel kinda bad about how we treated Kaito-san back there.
Director Kaito will go down in history if we achieve this.
A lot's changed in 3 years. The bastard's really made a name for himself.
Be nice.
Dr. Shono is right over there. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Haha. I'm gonna start breaking shit in here. Sure got a lot of nice stuff in here, Shono. Be a shame if something were to happen to any of it.
Shono-san.
No.
Yagami-san? But, how did you get in here?
Hey, calm down. I just want to talk.
I can't do that. Kaito-san doesn't know you're here. Does he?
Is there a problem?
Fuck.
Ichinose-san.
I've never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you the guy from the lobby?
My name is Ichinose.
Ichinose.
I'm here from the Ministry of Health, offering political support to AD9's development.
Kaoru Ichinose.
Kaito-san called you Vice Minister.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Pretty lofty for a Vice Minister. You can boss scientists around, but I'm not biting.
Super expensive, don't break it. Okay.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you I can't. Not without Kaito-san here.
I need you to tell me, why did Shintani call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important, Shono. You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director Kaito.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you one thing first.
Okay. What do we do here?
After Shintani was murdered, the killer gouged out both
I
of
can't
his
test.
eyes.
I work in a research lab.
3 other near-identical murders have taken place in Kamurocho recently. Are you aware of that, Shono-san?
Of course I am. It's all over the news.
And you still have no idea why Shintani called you? Nothing at all?
No, I don't. Now please let me get back to work.
What the? What are you doing here?
Haha.
Kaito-san.
I believe I told you to leave. What about that didn't you understand?
I wanted to ask about Shintani's call.
About which I already said Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him.
That's cool, though.
not
You work in
you.
a research lab. That's neat.
Enough. Call security.
All right, time
We
to
were
go.
just leaving.
All right,
Come on,
we're going.
Hoshino-kun.
We're going.
I'll be filing a complaint with the Bar Association under the Minister's name.
The Minister of Health?
That's right. Minister Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
My ilk, eh? Well, we're officially banned from the hospital.
I feel like we came up empty-handed. Why would Shintani-sensei have called Shono-san? Yagami-san?
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
When was it, though? Who was talking to me about the Ministry of Health?
Was it Ayabe? I feel like Ayabe.
It must have been Ayabe, when we were drinking over at Tender. I definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei clan ended up in Kamurocho.
That's right!
Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. His project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
Minister Cosby's name won't stop coming up. Is that just coincidence or something more?
I don't know. Depends on what the two of them are talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Time to go.
So, you want to know how Kajihira and Kazumi are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
You're still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Oh, Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san. Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he wants to interview you.
No.
It sounds like he's looking into Shintani-sensei's murder, too.
No.
Anyway, I'll go ahead and drive him off.
You'll be Genda-sensei's ace attorney before you know it.
Nah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly.
Why?
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know? I think I make a much better sidekick for now.
Okay, but when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me. I'll see you later.
I guess I'm on standby until Sugiura gets in touch with me. Interesting. Let's look at the case file real quick here. Yeah, we've got some new players here. So let's go ahead. I think we'll go. How's our health? Oh, we're fine. We don't need to eat anything. Oh. Hello, sir? Excuse me, do you have a minute? What is it? Let me introduce myself. My name is Shin Fujimori. Have you ever thought about investing, sir? Honestly, I think you're better off talking about that sort of thing with someone who actually has money. Well, I say investment, but nowadays anyone can do it as long as they have a smartphone. You can invest on your phone? Of course. You ever hear of crowdfunding? It's where you gather online. Okay, this is the quick starter thing. It's been a big trend the past few years. Oh, wow. And to streamline this process, we developed an app called Quickstarter. You can invest however much money you want to whomever you wish, whenever you like, all from the comfort of your phone. Well, that sounds easy enough. The hard part, is actually having money. Indeed, that's why millions of people make micro investments with Quickstarter. Only a small donation is needed. Even small donations make a big difference. They all add up to help a campaign reach various milestones. Once a campaign meets its goal, everyone who invests gains priority benefits. For starters, you can get special products shipped to you, or you'll gain access to brand new facilities. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright. Sure, I can start using that. Yep. I like getting stuff. Quick Starter has been added to the pause menu. Sorting through my father's affairs, I found 2 ancient manuscripts. Yeah, alright. I'll just throw money in there. That's fine. There you go. So that just makes, like, this just helps me get my hands on stuff faster. Like, drone stuff. Okay, I need to not spend too much money. Alright, I spent all my money on Quickstarter. So, I need to go make money now. We can play the dice game.
Must we?
Fighting on top of a car. Oh, I missed my...
What a waste.
I don't have, like, abilities to up... Well, I guess I'm up to 30 things, so... Elegance of Tiger. So this just increases your... how much health food recovers. That's good. We can invest into that. That's fine. Alright, we have to go make money. The best way to do that is to play Dungeon Dice Monsters. Well, actually... yeah, let's do that, and then I think we'll wrap up for the night. Where was that at? Internet Cafe. Is that up another one? Where's that at? Yeah, there we go. But what will most likely happen is, I think I'll play a little bit off stream just to knock out some of the, like, friendship things.
Yeah.
Here's a play pass.
Here we go. Let's do this.
Whoa. Well, that's not good.
Yes.
I got a gift. Ooh.
Roll him.
That's okay. Well. Event. Open the safe. Alright.
Here goes nothing.
Almost there. Why am I bad?
Why am I bad?
Nice.
It's always me. Why am I bad?
Almost there. Nice. That'll do it.
Ooh, beef bowl, extra large.
Now.
I've barely moved at all.
Damn.
Fight. He's keeping that in the safe, yeah. This is my very special beef bowl. Alright, guys. Alright. It's technically supposed to be like a video game. We're playing a video game, board game, Mario Party thing.
Come on.
I'm running low on dice here. Oh, another save.
Come on,
Okay.
roll.
Nice. Stupid thing. Almost there. Nice. Got it.
Roll him.
I really need to land on a dice space to get another dice.
Yes.
Perfect.
Now.
Yeah, all these saves won't mean anything
Here
if I
goes
can't
nothing.
get to the end.
I suck at this. Almost there. Nice. Almost there. That'll do it.
Roll him.
6. That's not gonna matter, right? Because I don't get any prizes.
Stupid thing.
If I don't complete it, I don't get prizes.
Nice. Almost there. Nice. Got it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's game's over, right?
Damn, couldn't do it.
Oh, I guess I made the money. I guess I do get to keep it. That's not bad.
Ugh.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more.
Here we go.
All right.
Come on.
Alright, so I think I want to go left.
Not looking good.
There we go. There we go. Oh, more prepaid cards. Sick.
Now.
I'm just gonna grind money, I think, when I
one?
play this off stream. That takes dice away? That's crazy. Why would you do that to me?
Out of the way.
I missed. Okay. Forgot about Tiger Drop. How could I forget about Tiger Drop?
Come on.
One.
Come on, roll.
I did get a gift, though. That's the end right there. Okay. Only using crane style. I don't use crane style. Huh? What's up? That wasn't too bad. Good thing I bought all those moves. I got an extra large beef bowl.
Roll 'em. I'll go left. Made it. Hell yeah. Huh.
Sick. We made a fair amount of money that time too. 30,000.
Yes.
All right, cool. Oh, and I got some extract. Challenge. All right, let's go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our friends on YouTube, and we will wrap up for the night. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. This game is really good. It's really good. YouTube, remember to do those things that YouTube likes for you to do. Remember, you can come hang out with us on Discord. And of course, the most important thing to remember of all is to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I will see you all later. Good night.